In this week devoted to lower back, the stretching class is going to be lower back, and more lower back work. So take it in a very slow way, work through levels depending on how you feel today, but this is a class that you save for all those days where the back is aching. I hope you enjoy it. Let's start by moving the body a little. Before we start stretching, especially if it's only stretching, we need to check the body. So move sidewise, check your knees, check your ankles. And now play with your feet, up and down, heels to toes, toes to heels. Good. With the lower back, play back and forth. Good. Make it sexy. Well done. Even bigger. Good. And gently play with your shoulders back, like taking a boat and rowing back. Very big circles. And twist the body to the sides to check the rotation movement, if everything is okay, if something is stiff. Your wrists. This is very Sevillana style, not my thing. And the head. Good. This class is going to have two clear levels. First one is when the lower back or the back in general are hurting. The second one is when nothing is hurting and I can use it to increase my flexibility and avoid that the back with the age, it goes like this. And then we need the third leg. We don't want that, right? So when it's not hurting, we work 100%. When it's hurting, we use this class to release the pain. So it's going to have level 1 only and level 2. Easy. Hurting 1, not hurting 2. Good. From here, separate feet slightly more than the hip line and bring them a little outside. This protects the knees when we move. If you're okay, you could also bring them in a same line, like a train rail. But then it's harder for the knees, so you choose this. Inhaling, bring the head back. And to one side. And back. And to the other side. Let it fall down. And let the shoulders hang. And shake them a little, alternatively up and down. Bring the hands on your knees and squat slightly. Try to bring the body in between your legs. Maybe more, maybe less. Level 1, I am up here. Level 2, I bring it low in between the knees. Hands on the floor and several times. Try to look forward slightly and try to stretch towards the legs. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Grab the elbows and let the body hang. So the only ones that are making some effort are the legs. Shake a little, as we say in Spain, like a potato bag. Good. And bend the knees, roll up, stand up. Let's do it again with a little more things, but stretching slightly more. Inhaling, head back. Exhaling, one side. Inhaling, head back. Exhaling, other side. Inhaling, head back. Exhaling, look down. And slowly bring the body down, 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 down. And several times, maybe fingers on the floor, maybe you don't reach there today. If you have lower back issues a lot today, just bend the knees slightly and grow up. Inhale, stretch towards the legs, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. And inhale up. Exhale, grab the elbows with the hands and let the body hang. Start moving the weight of the body left and right. Release the head completely. Try to release even more. The head is like scary. He is always scared. So you need to tell the head twice to please, please relax, please, please relax. You will not fall. Good, and bend the knees and roll up and stand up. Good. So first main stretching for lower back is just separating legs a lot. Maybe now you can try a little more separation and let the body hang down. The more you relax the body down, the more you release the pain. So level 1 for today in this stretching, just let it fall and maybe bend the knees slightly. Level 2, stretch legs, body lower, try to grab the ankles from the outside and push the body to you. And breathe 1, 2. Every exhaling, when you inhale again, you can try to stretch slightly more, push slightly more. And 5, 6, say yes, yes, yes with your head so you make sure there's no tension in the neck. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly bend the knees to protect, roll up, and stand up and breathe. Good. We got sidewise in the mat. So, knees on the floor, hands on the floor, in our usual position with the knees and the hands on the floor, cat and cow position. From here, play with the back several times. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. Separate the feet in the line of the mat and go to this variation of downward dog in which the feet are very far away from each other. Maybe also separate hands to bend the knees and push the body back. Push, push back, push, push back. If it's very, very painful today, level 1, bend the knees and push back. If it's not so painful today, stretch back. So level 1, I am raising my heels a little so I can push back a little more. Level 2, I am trying to place my heels on the floor and I also push back. Maybe I can arch my back in and release the head. Say yes, yes, no, no. And 1. If it's too much, take a break, knees on the floor and go back to it. And 2. And 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Make the pose easier. Bring the knees back on the floor. Reverse the hand 1 second to rest with this hand. Good. Reverse the other hand. Good. Third stretching of the day. We will review them at the end, huh? 1 foot The right foot, let's put the right foot, goes where the right hand was. The left foot moves back as far back as you can. When you feel that the low lunge is like, okay, I cannot go anymore. Because then, when you leave the back knee on the floor, the hip is stretching as much as you can. If you don't do this movement with the foot, you will be like in a square position here. We need to bring the foot back a lot and then relax it. Good. This knee is very important. It can be in the line of the foot, or the foot can be slightly a little forward. But never, never, never bring the knee like this. Never, never, never bring the knee farther than the foot. This is dangerous for your knee. So here, I am fine. Try to place both hands on the floor. If it's too much, maybe the top of the fingers. Then the hands. And slowly, play like with little push-ups, up and down. Up and down. You know, this pose is called lizard. In Spanish, el lagarto. Or la lagarta, because we are girls sometimes, huh? Up and down. Good. If you are more flexible than this, the outside elbow goes on the floor. And maybe you are struggling to bring the inside one. But maybe you can bring the inside one too. I know you like looking at me, but if you look at me, your cervical muscles are suffering. So once you know the pose, just look down in between your arms. Let the body stretch, let the hip open, let the head relax. If only you can work with the shoulders up and down, pushing from the elbows. You can do this little workout with your shoulders. And if you don't do any workout, just push up and relax the head. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Recover first with the hand in the middle. These instructions are very important. Then you will remember when we do harder classes. Then the hand in the outside. Then the hand of the middle goes back to its place. The back toes prepare. So I can raise the knee and bring this knee back to the first position, downward dog position. This foot was farther, remember we walked? So now you need to correct it a little forward. Separate legs and push back. Remember, level 1, bend the knees and push the body back. Level 2, heels on the floor and push the body farther, 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 farther. Relax the head, say yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. And 10, 9, remember you can take a break with the knees on the floor whenever you need. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, push, push. 3, 2, 1, and relax the pose slightly to change. Now the left hand slightly in the middle. Place the right foot where the left foot when the hand goes, and with the right foot let it slide back as far back as you can. Then knee on the floor. Well done. Remember the other knee, either in the line of the heel or slightly farther back, but never more. Relax the back foot. And several times with the hands or with the top of the fingers, we play some push-up work. Exactly, up and down. Trying to go lower and lower. And maybe we stay here with the two arms stretched. Maybe the outside one can have the elbow on the floor. Maybe the inside one too. Relax the pose. Play with the shoulders. And stay with the shoulders stretching up. Relax the head. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And slowly, first we place the hand in the middle. Recover a little, raise the elbow, then the hand on the outside. Back toes prepare. Raise the knee. Change the hand for the foot. And slowly bring it back. Level 1, toes up and bend the knees. Up on your toes, bend the knees, push back. Level 2, heels on the floor. Push a little more. Relax your head. Say yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Next, super good pose for lower back. Now we place the feet in the right position so they're not spread anymore. They are in the line of the hip. The right knee goes forward like in front of your face. You cross the leg and you try to bring the body down on it. Very important in this. Don't sit to the side. Go up on the structure of the leg. If you're less flexible, the foot will be closer to your hip. If you're more flexible, the foot goes open. One day, we can create this nearly straight line with our legs. Hands beside it and bounce with the hip up and down until you get used to the pose. And breathe. And smile. You will love the effect of this class at the end. It's super, super relaxing for the back. Bounce, bounce. Good. From here, hands go in front of you and you create a little pillow. Maybe with the elbows is enough for you. Maybe you can place the forehead on your hands. Maybe you can walk back with the, or better say forward, with the elbows in the line of the hands. So one day, your chest is on the leg on the floor. Breathe there, and 1. And 2. This is a passive stretching. We're actually not very active, but our gravity is working for us. Our weight is working for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and slowly hands on the floor. Inhale, bring it up. If you have lower back pain today, you don't stay up here. And hands on the floor. Like before, back toes on the floor, raise the knee, and bring it back. To downward dog. Now feet in the line of the hip, and we work on the other side. Now left leg goes forward, knee in front of your face, more or less. Cross the leg, walk with the back foot back, and put the weight on your body. At the beginning, bounce, play with it. Level 1, lower back pain, I play with it with my back lower. Level 2, I am up here playing with my hip. Exactly. Maybe I can open this leg a little more so it's harder to go on it. And prepare the hands in front of you, maybe elbows, maybe forehead on your hands, maybe elbows walk forward so they go as far, the arms go as far as you can. And breathe, and 1, 2. One side is harder than the other side. Very soon we will have a class devoted to that side that is harder. For now, we do the same thing on both sides. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and slowly up, hands on the floor, maybe body up 1 second, grow, and back toes on the floor, raise the knee, back to downward dog, stretch, and knees on the floor, back to the beginning, hands on the floor, and play with your back. Good. Fists on the floor, and next time you round up, push more and maybe walk to your knees, bringing the body slightly back. So I walk, and instead of being here in the middle, I press the body back. Breathe deep 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and walk back super slowly, hands on the floor, and play with the body. Make some circles to one direction and some circles on the other direction. And from here, sit down on the floor and cross legs. Let's work on torsions for lower back, but first we check the level on each side and if something is hurting. Level 1, hand on the knee, opposite hand on the knee, and twist back and see how this feels in the lower back and the back in general. And other side. Good. If everything was okay, stretch the right leg, place the left foot very close, maybe in the knee line, maybe very close to your body, and try to bring the knee low. This foot up and stretching to you. Slowly, not only opposite hand goes to the knee, but this side of the hand. So you push from here, which will be already more than before, and the one in the back tries to go to the other side of the hip, twisting as much as you can. With the foot you have in front of you, push and twist back. Stretch, stretch. Twist more. If this is too much for you, go back to what we did before. Legs crossed and twist. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go back slowly. Change sides. Now, the left leg is stretching, the right leg is bending. Grow. This side of the hand goes to the opposite knee. This foot is kind of trying to push all the time, and the other hand is trying to look back, maybe to the other side, as much as you can. And breathe. And 1, 2, 3, push more. 4, 5, and slowly back. Good. From here, one leg crosses and try to bring the heel as close to the other hip as you can. this other leg. Maybe you place it in front of the knee, and the knee you push it in the middle. Maybe you place it on the other side of the knee, and also you push the knee in the middle. Maybe you place it farther away, and you push the knee in the middle. For some of you, you can reverse the feet, in this case the foot, and bring the knees together in the middle. Take some time. We love this pose in Famara Yoga, right? So take some time, because the weight of the body makes this hip open, and the day that it's very, very painful, this can save your day. So this is a pose that you can use for reading, talking to people. Take some time. Good. Again, another torsion, because it's very good for lower back. So from here, opposite arm goes to the knee and twist back. And 5, twist more. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Other side. Now it's the open torsion. So in both sides we will do both torsions. The closed one, the one that I feel closed and it's harder to breathe, and the open one. And 5, 4, don't put any pressure on your neck. Say no, no, to make sure that when you look back it's not with stress. And 3, 2, 1, good. And hands on the floor in front of you. Maybe the hips should stay on the floor all the time. So maybe you only walk a little. This is a big, big stretching for lower back. Maybe you can place the hands flat. Maybe you can walk a little more. Maybe you can place the elbows flat. Try to bring them back to your body and let the face fall one day in front of your knee. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly up. Before we leave this side, hands on the floor, fingers on the floor, tries to raise the body a little and shake. And down. Call the crane, always in these positions, call the crane. Your own arms are your own crane, so uncross. Maybe you need some moving or stretching. And let's do the other side. Cross the other leg below now. Level 1, here, knee in the middle. Level 2, foot on the other side, knee in the middle. Maybe more, maybe one day you twist completely and grow up. I like to play a little. I need some time to get used to it. I feel the weight of my body pushing down. It's gravity working for me again. And I could stay here for a while if I was entertained. So maybe Netflix pose. Good. Let's do the double torsion. First to the closed side. So it's opposite arm, the other one behind your back, and stretch back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push more. And bring it back. Let's play with the open torsion. So now the arm of the leg and twist to the open side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And hands on the floor. Maybe lower, maybe a little step, maybe elbows on the floor, very close to my body. and maybe the face falls in front of the knee. Don't raise the hip from the floor. So the hands also help me push my back. Like, of course I want to stretch forward, but I don't want to raise my hip. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Slowly grow up, fingers on the floor, raise the hip, play with it a little. And down, release, call the crane, and cross. Good. And hands on the floor, knees on the floor, separate them, and slowly walk with the hands forward and let the body fall. It's a relaxing stretching, but also very, very powerful. It releases the lower back, but also it opens the shoulders, opens the chest. It makes it easier to breathe after. It releases the effect of the cell phones and computers and all the kinds of work that you are bending forward all the time, like cleaning also. And slide back, just let yourself fall back, slide back, slide back. And also this is the best to release lower back. Try to place the hip very close to your feet. Open the knees as much as you can. Arms forward, and I like to bring them up on my fingers because then I stretch the back more than if the hands are flat on the floor. So, hands on your fingers, wrists up, forehead on the floor, chest low, maybe chin on the floor, chest low, maybe chest on the floor. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and slowly walk back and sit up. Move your shoulders as a little break. Good. Sit at the end of your mat and place the back on the floor. So you have more space back and you can stretch arms and they're still more or less in the mat. Good. From here, knees to the chest, and several times play with the knees back and forth. Good. I'm going to give you 2 options. Level 1, stretching happy baby pose, grab the feet and push them down. So here I always see very strange things with your feet. They need to be flat, like holding the roof. The hands go from the inside to the outside in this area of the foot, nearly the middle, but especially in the soft area of the foot. Then the knees, I try to push them down by bringing the elbows and the shoulders lower. So the shoulders should touch the floor and push down as much as you can. The head looks up and make sure there's no tension, saying yes, 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 no, no, no. I'm sure if you're waiting for option 2, you're doing this meanwhile, so that's perfect. Let's all do this 1 second. And then either you stay here or you change the hands besides the body, bring the hip up and try to place the knees to the shoulders. So grab your hip and place the knees back. Same separation, they're not together, they are separated. They try to find the shoulders and you try to bring the feet on the floor. Maybe you don't reach, maybe you reach. With the hands, try to walk lower and lower. And breathe. This is a pose in which you should be able to breathe. So make sure there is a space for the chest. That's why we separate the knees. And make sure you can say no, no, even if it's a little tight. The hands can never stop pushing back. The elbows go more in the line of the shoulders. And maybe you start finding more than the middle back, very close to your shoulder blades. And breathe. This is a very intense stretching for cervical muscles too. Whenever it's too much, just go back to happy baby pose. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. I'm counting slowly, huh? 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Intense a little more. Let's do it a little bit more intense. And 10 more. Come on, you can do it. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And now, and do walking back with your hands to your hip. Try to hold the groins and the hip. So when you go down, you have a lot of control on going down. Grab the knees. And again, play with them back and forth. Good job. And breathe. Good. Left knee on the floor. Right foot crosses. First, push the knee back. If you don't feel anything, bring the left foot closer and push the knee back. Again, make sure the neck is relaxed, the mouth is relaxed. There is a direct connection between the muscles of the cervical muscles and the muscles of the mouth with the spine and the lower back. So all this tension goes everywhere. Place the hands in between the legs and the other one from the outside. Raise the foot from the floor and try to bring the leg to you. It's very similar to the effect of pigeon pose, right? But now the back is on the floor, we can feel more relaxed about it. So push as much as you can. If you feel this arm stuck because you're very close, take it out and push from the outside. So maybe you can go lower, 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 lower. Breathe deep, push lower, breathe deep, push lower. One day, maybe your leg is on your chest. Take your time. This is a very, very intense stretching for lower back. And breathe. One more breath. Inhale deep, push. Exhale deep, release. First foot on the floor. Release the leg. Place the foot on the floor and move a little the legs and the knees and everything before we start the other side. So now the right foot stays on the floor, the knee is bended. Place the heel on the knee. Maybe approach the flute a little more so you can push the knee back from here. And breathe. More than anything, this is good for the groins. But also it has a very nice effect on the belly and the abs. And of course, it opens the hip. Then grab in between your legs and outside and push to you. If you stay somehow like here in the middle, then push from here. But if this arm gets stuck, this arm can help pushing the knee back. So if you're not very flexible yet, the elbows pushes out and the hands push the knee forward. When it's approaching very close to the chest, then we grab from the outside and we try to push more. And breathe deep. Enjoy. Like before, in this pose, you will see very clear which is the not so flexible side. Are you smiling and breathing? Yes. Push more, push more. Inhale, push. Exhale, first foot on the floor, then other foot on the floor, and move a little, shake a little the legs and the knees, move the hip, play with the knees sidewise so the hip receives a little massage. And knees to the chest. This is the pose. The day that I cannot move because of lower back pain, the day that I am stuck in my couch because I cannot stand up, I cannot walk, it just happened this morning, then push the knees to you and rest here. Sometimes, in a very intense lower back pain, this is the only thing you can do. Either this, or you can separate the knees and push to the armpits with the elbows on the floor. So let's remember this stretching. And slowly play with your knees and your hip, bouncing back and forth, or go sidewise to sit up and stand up. And let's go back to the beginning. Remember, I said we were doing it again. So play with your legs. Play with your feet. Play with your hip back and forth. Roll back with your arms. Good. Like the knees on the chest one, this is the one that you can do when it's really, really bad. Separate legs, maybe feet in the line of the train rail, maybe feet a little out because the knees are so. Head back, inhale. Exhale, bring it to the left. Head back, inhale. Exhale, bring it to the right. Head back, inhale. Exhale down. Let the shoulders fall, play with them. If you need level 1, bend the knees. Level 2, maybe you don't need to. Bring the body down, down, down. Maybe you reach the floor, maybe not today. Let it hang completely. Level 1, bend knees. Level 2, stretch legs. Grab the elbows, shake the body a little. Play with it. Relax the head completely. Let the legs be in charge. Make sure that you cannot relax the back more because it's completely relaxed. Maybe bounce a little, move a little, shake a little, maybe stay still. Let the hands be heavy so they push the arms down. And 5. And 4. Go lower. Maybe elbows on the floor. And 3. 2. 1. And release the arms. Grab as far away following your legs as you can, maybe heels. And relax everything. And 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bend the knees to protect. Slowly go up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Stand up. And breathe. Make circles with your head. And change direction. Remember, one day without yoga, at least wake up, separate legs. Play with your head, with your shoulders, with your hips, with your knees, with your ankles. 1 second each. Let the body fall. Let the spine relax. Shake your head. Stay there as long as you can. 1. And slowly bend the knees. Grow up. And this will change your day, especially when the back is hurting. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you in the next one.